Have you ever wondered why it hurts so much? Why, even when everything seems right, there's this constant weight in your chest, this feeling that something is out of place? Maybe you've tried everything: meditation, advice from friends, ignoring the pain by pretending to be okay. And yet, the suffering remains, like a shadow that silently follows you. Let me tell you something no one's had the courage to say. Most of your suffering doesn't come from the world outside. It comes from within, from what you do not want to see, from the part of you that you've abandoned. Carl Jung, one of psychology's greatest minds, said, "What you do not bring to consciousness returns as fate." And that's exactly what's happening to you. Life is trying to show you something, but you're not listening. You run. You disguise it with distractions, addictions, empty relationships. You tell yourself it'll pass, but it doesn't. Because pain doesn't want to be ignored. It wants to be understood. This isn't another self-help video. I'm not here to give you magic solutions. I'm here to challenge you, to provoke you, to make you face what you hide, even from yourself. If you're at the bottom of the well right now, if you're smiling on the outside while screaming inside, this is for you. The hard truth: your suffering continues because you haven't had the courage to look at its root. Jung spent his life mapping the human soul's darkest terrain. He knew that only those who dive into their own darkness find true light. So if you're ready, let's begin. You think you're suffering because of others, your boss, your partner, money, society's pressure. But here's what you're missing. True suffering, the kind that paralyzes you even in silence, comes when you disconnect from who you really are. Jung said, "The greatest tragedy of the soul is to live a life that isn't yours." And that's what you're doing. Since childhood, you were taught to fit in, to be accepted, to follow rules. Slowly you drifted from yourself. You became a character to please others. You silenced your desires, repressed your anger, swallowed your sadness. Now you carry pain. You can't even name a pain that doesn't scream but consumes you. This is the suffering of living a lie. You look in the mirror and don't recognize yourself. You've grown used to the role society gave you, but your soul feels it, and it screams through anxiety, insomnia, guilt, and emptiness. These aren't flaws, they're alarms, signals that you're betraying yourself. It's not failure that hurts, it's the fake expectations you built about who you should be. It's not loneliness that wounds, it's the emptiness of not knowing who you are when you're alone. Every time you abandon yourself to keep up appearances, the suffering grows. But here's the turning point. Pain isn't a life sentence, it's a warning. Jung believed suffering is the soul's first step toward transformation. It's pushing you back to your true self. This journey starts when you stop running and start listening to what's been buried, silenced, forgotten. Let's talk about the shadow. The shadow is Jung's term for everything you've repressed. Your rage, jealousy, forbidden desires, hidden fears. You lock it away, but it doesn't disappear. It controls you. Think of the times you self-sabotaged, exploded for no reason, or repeated toxic patterns. That's your shadow. Jung said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you'll call it fate. Your pain isn't bad luck. It's your shadow demanding to be seen. Facing the shadow isn't easy. It requires brutal honesty. You'll have to admit things you're ashamed of. You'll see the monster inside and realize it's also you. But the shadow isn't your enemy. It's a part of your soul that's been exiled. It wants to be heard, integrated. Jung didn't believe in destroying the shadow. He believed in transforming it into strength. Because what you reject weakens you. What you embrace sets you free. How do you start? Listen to your body. That stomach ache when you're with the wrong person. The chest tightness when you accept situations that diminish you. The fatigue when you force a fake smile. These are messages from your unconscious. Write them down. Write like you're confessing your darkest secrets. Let the words escape silence. They lose power when spoken. Therapy helps too. Jung saw the unconscious as a living intelligence. It wants to heal you, but demands you listen without excuses. Most people try to eliminate pain. Pills, distractions, fake happiness. But pain isn't here to be erased. It's here to guide you. Think of the times life forced you to change. None happened in comfort. Chaos is where the soul reorganizes. Pain is where the psyche rebuilds. Suffering must be felt to be overcome. For example, chronic fatigue isn't random. It's your body saying, stop living a lie. Toxic relationships aren't bad luck. They're mirrors of childhood wounds. When you see pain as a compass, everything changes. It points you inward. Suffering becomes a portal. Integration begins here. Wholeness isn't about perfection. It's about reclaiming every part of you. Anger becomes boundaries. Sadness becomes depth. Fear becomes intuition. Jung called this individuation. It's messy. You'll grieve the years wasted pretending, but you'll also feel alive. Because when you stop betraying yourself, the world aligns. This journey isn't a one-time fix. Jung said individuation lasts a lifetime, but today could be your first step. Write that journal entry. Speak one raw truth. Book that therapy session. Suffering isn't fate. It's an invitation. An invitation to stop abandoning yourself, to live authentically, to finally come home. If this resonates, the choice is yours. Keep running or face your shadow. Share this video if it shook you. And remember, you're not broken. You're in process. The pain you fear, it's the path to your freedom.